Alright, let's talk about set 10, because holy crap did this set start off so well, but end up so horribly. The first time I played set 10 was during PvE, and yeah, you could make a case that any set would be better than set 9.5, but holy crap, if you told me that set 10 was going to end like this, I would think 9.5 was just fine. Now, what is the problem with set 10? Well, let me just say, headliners. Holy crap, do I hate them. Do I think there's a way to fix them? Yeah, sure, but like, dude, they took the wrong approach. So what is wrong with headliners right now? Well, we have the meta, which is KDA Superfan Headliner, and you just run 3-3, 3 Superfan, 3 KDA. And it's pretty simple when you have Lilia, Nico, and then, what's his name? What's a little rat? Kennen? Yeah, Kennen. Or you could substitute Kennen with a Gnar. It kind of depends on how you want to play it. And that is a pretty simple core comp, and then you put in whatever you need. You have Mord for Sentinel, you have Echo for Sentinel, and True Damage, Guardians with Nico, Kennen, and it's kind of simple. Now, that core comp is running so many builds right now, but what is wrong with headliners? Why am I talking about them? Well, if you wanted to nerf headliners, you had two approaches. So we had Fast 9 in the beginning of the set, which is really, really unfortunate, because I think had they done a certain nerf to headliners, it would have been fine, and Fast 9 wouldn't actually be as big as a problem as it is currently. So what was wrong with it? Well, you got a free 2-star 5 cost, and the power spike you'd get from that was immense. Okay, so, you know, what they did was they made it so that, you know, it's a 2% to find one at level 9. Was that the right fix? No. I really don't think that was the right fix at all. But let me explain. So right now, what is the problem with headliners? You go 8, you find the one you want, typically Karthus, Akali, Twisted Fate, and you're done. You get a free 2-star, you get a +1 in your trade, and everyone does it. Occasionally there will be 3-cost rerollers, but if you go Country, you lose, you go Jazz, you lose, if you go Riven, you win, but if you're contested Riven, it's not that fun. So what else can you go? Oh, that's it? Everything else loses to Twisted Fate? Why? Twisted Fate kills fast enough. Oh man. Karthus kills fast enough because nothing else has the power to break through the front line before they just, you know, kill everybody. So, okay. Well, maybe it wasn't that bad in the previous patch. What was that? Oh, go 8, find a free 2-star Ezreal, Caitlyn, Ahri, and if you have a spat for true damage, you're just set. So, what am I trying to get at? How do you fix headliners? You get rid of the 2-starring. Man, what are you talking about? What would that fix? Oh, I wonder. You get rid of 2 stars. That is half the power spike they just gained. And guess what? That's it. It makes so many things better. Because when I lock in double the funk, metalheads, or whatever augment I want, and some random guy who had an econ augment just beats me to 8. Because why? He took an econ augment. That's it. And gets 3 of my Twisted Fates or 3 of my Blitzcranks without rolling much. That feels horrible. Now I'm literally locked to either rolling down to 0 and never being able to go 9, or I am locked to a different, you know, comp and losing out on augment. Now you could say that's just a skill issue. You shouldn't have taken double the funk or metalheads. But guess what? What if my other augments were just that bad? Yeah, we have the rerolls, and that's really helpful, but sometimes you just have that angle. What if I had a red buffer Guinsoo's, I had Shojin, and my final item was a Rabadon's or Archangel Staff, and I didn't have what's called Pandora's items, I didn't have the Scrapper one, I'm just screwed. Not many carries can go that. You can make a case for Karthus. Karthus can take Shojin, he can take Archangel Staff, but what is he gonna do with the Guinsoo's? I've seen people try, it's not pretty. Now, in my opinion, I really do think, yeah, you should be able to play more flexibly with it, but guess what? When everyone does it, it just feels horrible. And if you're wondering, just go 3-cost reroll. There's only one good one. Dude, I've tried Country, and if you don't hit Samira 3, Urgot 3, Vex 3, Amumu 3, Set 3, you're done. Don't get me wrong, I really like the change that they did with Dreadsteel, getting the emblem. That really does feel good. But man, that's not enough, man. That really isn't enough. Jazz, still not enough. It was a really cool comp. I actually really like the concept of it. But without That's Jazz, baby, without a instant MF start, you're fucked. I'm just gonna say it. So that kind of does lock you into going 4-cost reroll or fight the other Ezreals for it, right? Or not Ezreals, other 4-cost, the Rivens, sorry. You're fighting the other Rivens for it, and guess what? Riven, in my eyes, if you don't 3-star Riven by the end of the game, you're kind of fighting for a top 4. You're just praying. Alright, well, let's try Vex. Vex is not bad, you know, full crit, but guess what? That one person who always tries to force country, me, usually, I gave up, they're gonna contest you. Now you don't get Vex 3. Or you're gonna get hit by the people who take the Twin Terrors. Boom. It's just uber contested. So it feels like you have to go 8. And the power spike, by the way, for those wondering, Twisted Fate and Karthus, if you have a good board, is strong enough to win most games. And that's why I do just go them. And it just feels like the entire set has become Gamba. You are gambling to hit your 4-cost before anyone else does, because you essentially are making it impossible for the other people to hit that headliner, right? The bag size change has made it so the moment one person locks that headliner in, the next second or third person who wants it is so screwed. They will have to waste 20 to 30 extra gold. And that is the difference between hitting another unit. Say you're looking for your discos. That's the difference between 2-star and 1-star, or going 9. That is the massive game changer. And I really wish they just changed it to 1-star headliner, and I'll say it, you can choose the trait that it adds onto. Tell me this. Have you ever rolled down, hit the wrong trait, and thought, I really want to buy, sell, and skip? The amount of times I've thought about that is crazy. I only do it if I'm uncontested, but I don't do it for 4-cost. I'll do it for Samira because country Samira is 10 times better. It enables 7 country, and it enables you to not play cat for early game. Same goes to Nami. If you get Dazzler Nami, you're screwed. Dazzler Lux, you're screwed. You need EDM. Same with Jax. You don't go Mosher Jax, you go EDM Jax when he was meta. That is so often the case. And yes, you could make the case that would, it would move the flexibility of the set. I'm gonna say it, man. This set is starting to feel exactly how 9.5 ended, where you just force Mord, you force Noxus Slayers, and you just end the game with that. Every game, man, in higher rank lobbies, you will only see like people going Twisted Fate. Only see people maybe attempting Karthus, but Twisted Fate's just better, man. It just is. It receives like 4 buffs this patch. It's insane. And that's just kind of how it is. I get, the idea that, you gotta play flexibly around the trait you get +1 to, but people don't, man. It doesn't matter. It's so little flex that you have to do. In my eyes, it's just not worth it, right? It just feels worse. And you could make the case, yeah, this will make early game much stronger for things like KDA, Superfans, or Heartsteel. But I don't think it's worth ruining the late game for everybody. I know a lot of people and I have talked about this before, and we've never made a video about it, we've just discussed it. But 2-star headliners have really ruined the set, in my opinion. And if they just change it to 1-star, and they don't need to put this in competitive, you can put it in a side game mode, a norms, an experimental mode if you would, or a PvE or something, man. They need to make this change because this set is really starting to feel bad, and I don't know what's going to happen. From what I've heard, set 3 will come as a side game mode, but we'll still be on set 10. I don't know how true that is, but if I had to play any more set 10, man, I'm done. This set is so bad, it's not even funny. This feels worse than any of the other previous sets I played, other than what was that cat called? Yuumi? Super Yuumi. Sorry, I don't play League. But it feels just as bad as Super Yuumi. Every game is just a roll down gamble against other people. And yeah, you could say skill issue, but guess what? I'm probably higher ranked than you. I don't care. In the end, that's just how it is. If you're a lower rank, then cool, that's your opinion. I don't care. I'm at my rank. I'm not even that high rank. You could make a case for that. A lot of Masters players would just laugh at me, or GMs, But, that's just how I see the set, and I really wonder what other people's opinions are. Hope you guys all enjoyed this. Sorry if it's a little ranty, and, I've been gone for 2 months. I come back with, a negative Andy kind of post, but I really just don't enjoy this set anymore. It's too Gamba, it's roll down, and it's just not fun. So I hope you guys all enjoyed my content, and maybe I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll do a different Riot game like Valorant, because I have been playing Valorant again. But I just don't know if I can do TFT that much anymore. So I hope you guys all enjoyed, and goodbye.